Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com. Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's. It's Mark with you on a snowy Monday, and in just a little bit, I will be joined in studio by Allison and Chad and Andre and Julian and Trevor and Reese, all from Lewiston Baseball. We're going to be talking to them about registration and sponsorship opportunities and a whole lot more coming up here in just a bit. But before we get there, let's take a look at some headlines for Monday, January 19th. The City of Auburn is seeking feedback from residents on the city's annual Community Development Survey. The 3-minute process helps guide how federal HUD funds are used to improve housing, parks, neighborhood programs, and community services. The survey has a February 15th deadline and can be found at auburnmaine.gov. According to the Maine Association of Realtors, home sales in Maine were up nearly 5% last year, almost 3 points higher than the national average. Sales decreased in only 2 counties, Androscoggin and Franklin. The median sale price in Maine is up to $405,000, an increase of nearly 4% from 2024. The open membership window to join the Auburn Community Concert Band ends on Wednesday. Membership requirements are owning your own wind instrument, knowing how to read music, and being able to commit to the band's weekly schedule of Wednesday evening rehearsals and concerts. For more information, visit auburncommunityband.com. And Maine astronaut Jessica Meir is heading back to the International Space Station next month. Meir spent 7 months at the ISS in her first trip in 2019. This time, she will serve as spacecraft commander for an 8-month mission scheduled to launch by mid-February. The mission will help prepare for future explorations to the Moon and Mars. Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
Cloudy today with a high of 30 and a low of 20. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a high of 20 and a low of 9. And a sunny start to Wednesday before afternoon clouds roll in. Highs will be in the low 20s. In sports, how's about them Patriots? Drake May threw for 3 touchdowns, and the Patriots defense forced 5 turnovers in a 28-16 playoff win over the Houston Texans. The Pats advanced to the AFC Championship game and will visit the Denver Broncos at 3 p.m. on Sunday. The Celtics visit the Detroit Pistons tonight at 8. The Bruins visit the Dallas Stars tomorrow night. The Maine Nordiques swept the Philadelphia Rebels out of Auburn over the weekend, winning 2-1 on Friday and 4-2 on Saturday. The Nords have a home-and-home with the Mountain Kings this weekend. They'll be in New Hampshire on Friday and in Auburn on Saturday. The NA3 Nordiques host the Binghamton Buzz on Wednesday at 2 p.m. and Thursday at noon in Auburn. The Lewiston Maniacs split a pair of games with the Northern Maine Pioneers, winning 4-1 on Friday and losing 4-3 on Saturday. The Maniacs will host Universal Academy on Friday night. And Elsa Delario scored a game-high 16 points, and Sophie Spolter added 15 to lead Bates College women's basketball over Colby 57-52. The men's basketball team will visit UMaine Farmington tomorrow night. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is
Sweeping
the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for January the 19th, shall we? Let's do it. Thank you, voice in my head. We're going to start off with Katie Seagal, who is 72 years old today. You might remember her as Peg Bundy on Married with Children. She was incredible on that show and was thrice nominated for the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Television Series, Musical, or Comedy. And she went on to star in 8 Simple Rules and Sons of Anarchy, for which she won the Golden Globe. She also played Louise on The Connors from 2018 to 2025. Absolute legend Dolly Parton is 80 years old today. After achieving success as a songwriter for other artists, Dolly's debut album, Hello, I'm Dolly, was released in 1967, and a legend was born. Her career spans over 60 years and 50 studio albums, for which she has sold over 100 million records worldwide, making her one of the best-selling music artists ever. Dolly is referred to as the Queen of Country. She's won 11 Grammys, 3 Emmys, and nominations for 2 Academy Awards. Outside of her work in music and film, she also co-owns the Dollywood Company, which manages a number of entertainment venues, including the Dollywood Theme Park. She also founded a number of charitable and philanthropic organizations, like the Dollywood Foundation, which brings education and poverty relief to East Tennessee, where she was raised. Shelley Fabares is 82 years old today. She played Francine Webster on One Day at a Time, and she played Mary on The Donna Reed Show, but she is probably most well known for playing Christine Armstrong in the sitcom Coach, which ran from 1989 to 1997. She played opposite Craig T. Nelson in that role. And she starred in some movies with a guy named Elvis Presley. She played the leading lady to Elvis in Girl Happy in 1965, Spin Out in 66, and Clambake in 67. And in 1962, her recording of Johnny Angel reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. And rounding out FPBs for January the 19th is actor Tippi Hedren, who is 96 years old today. Tippi was a fashion model and appeared on the covers of Life and Glamour magazines, and she became an actress after being discovered by Alfred Hitchcock. And she starred in the suspense thriller The Birds in 1963, where she won a Golden Globe for New Star of the Year, and has since performed in over 80 films and television shows, and is the mother to one Melanie Griffith. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs.
It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
11 years ago on this day in 2015, Tiger Woods lost one of his front teeth when a guy accidentally hit him in the face with a camera while trying to get to the winner's podium after Tiger's then-girlfriend, skier Lindsey Vonn, won the World Cup title. 20 years ago in 2006, rapper Saigon was stabbed in the temple with a broken bottle during an attempted robbery. So what did Saigon do? He hailed a cab to go to the hospital because he didn't want to get blood in his Mercedes-Benz. 28 years ago in 1998, rockabilly pioneer Carl Perkins died in Nashville. His songwriting and guitar work influenced Elvis Presley and the Beatles. He wrote and recorded Blue Suede Shoes in 1956, and his version sold 2 million copies before Elvis came along and, likely sold more. 71 years ago on this day in 1955, a presidential news conference was filmed for TV for the first time with the permission of President Dwight D. Eisenhower. 186 years ago in 1840, Antarctica was discovered by Charles Wilkes. Thank you, Charles, because without you, where would they have filmed the movie The Thing? And 201 years ago in 1825, Ezra Daggett and his nephew Thomas Kensant got a patent for their process of storing food in tin cans, making it possible for SpaghettiOs to live forever. Thank you, Ezra and Thomas. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for January the 19th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the LA area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Hi, it's Donna Harris from Phoenix No Limits Karate here with your daily safety tip. Teach your teens to avoid parties without knowing who is supervising. Let's all do our best to keep our community safe.
We are joined by President of Lewiston Baseball, Allison Litton. How you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Excellent. Good morning to you. Way in the back of the room, we have Chad Guimond. How you doing, Chad?
I'm great. Thanks.
All right. Thanks for joining us. And we have 4 baseball players in studio with us as well. We get half a team over here, which is
Just
pretty
about.
cool, right? We have Andre. How you doing, Andre?
Good.
And Julian. How are you?
Good.
Excellent. Trevor, how are you?
Good.
Good. And Reese.
I'm doing great.
You guys doing great. We're all doing great on a Monday morning. And we are here to talk about baseball. You look out the window, you're not really thinking baseball. But, people like me and Allison and Chad and Andre and Julian and Trevor and Reese, we just can't wait for baseball to get here.
We're
right?
ready.
We are. So tell us, Allison, about Lewiston Baseball and what types of opportunities are available to our kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to speak today. So Lewiston Baseball has been around since 1962 in various capacities. And currently we're running a program with over 120 kids, ages 5 to 12, and the cutoff to play is May 1st. So kiddos need to be 5 years old by May 1st or still 12 years old by May 1st. We have a rookies division for our littles, and then a minors for kiddos that are just getting into it and learning how to pitch and catch and doing all those things. And then our majors are our big kids, typically ages 10 to 12, and they are pitching and doing all the things with volunteer coach assistance. So we are always looking for volunteers, snack shack coaches, team parents, all of those things, as well as board members. We have a pretty full board this year, about 14 people helping us out, which is the most we've had in a long time. So we're looking forward to a really great season, but still needing some sponsors, hoping for some community involvement to really get our program off the ground for the 2026 season.
Awesome. And where are you playing all of your games?
Yep. So in the past, we've had 2 different facilities. Currently, we are just out of our own facility at Elliott Ave over by Geiger Elementary in Lewiston. We are working with the city of Lewiston, who has recently purchased the Martin Drive from the Catholic Diocese. So we had a long-standing lease, but that lease had ended due to their desire to sell. So working with the city of Lewiston and hoping to have some usage of those fields as well.
Just from my own personal curiosity, Allison, what inspired you to become the president of Lewiston Baseball?
That is a wonderful question.
Thank you.
I think my 2 kiddos sitting right here are my answer, and just the need for somebody to step up and move things along. So with volunteering, especially with youth sports, oftentimes, you've got a couple of years where your kids are involved and then you move on to their next project. We had some longstanding members of the board whose kids are actually in college now that were still hanging around and helping us out, and they were really looking for a bit of a retirement. They're still wonderful help with mowing the fields and helping out in various capacities. But, a couple of years ago came in and saw the need for someone to step up, and here I am.
Yeah. And you mentioned some volunteer opportunities as well that folks can participate in. What type of time commitment is that?
Absolutely. So it can be an hour or it can be the whole season. We're really flexible and really grateful for any and all opportunities to have the community involved. We have had students from St. Dom's come over and volunteer in the snack shack for volunteer hours. We've had community members that have needed some volunteer hours, and we have a spring cleanup every year that we welcome everybody and anybody to come lend a hand. There's always a lot of work to be done, and more hands make lighter work.
Mm-hmm. And be sure to give us a heads up for the spring cleanup, because we'll be happy to promote that for you.
That would be
as
wonderful.
Well. And sponsorship opportunities as well. What types of commitments are we looking for here?
Sure. So we have a variety of sponsorships available. We have our famous outfield signs that we hang on the fences every year. Those are $350 and include a pretty decent-sized sign that's visible to folks that come to play in Lewiston, from Lewiston, Auburn, Turner, Buckfield, just all sorts of communities. So we estimate it's probably about 5,000 folks every season that will see those signs for $350 with a prominent logo and also featured on our website and social media pages. For $750, we have team sponsorships available, and Chad is working on some really snazzy jerseys for this year with actual logos for the first time. But really excited about that. The kids are getting really excited, and it's just a great way to show your support. So $750 covers the jerseys for a full team and 2 coaches, as well as a sign that goes in the outfield, recognition on the website, and all of that. Also covers one thing of balls, which is 12 balls, and that costs almost $100 now to have the game balls. So that's a huge help for us. We also have a large banner sponsorship available for $1,000, and those banners are prominently displayed on the back of our dugouts or our snack shack, even the press boxes. So it's a great opportunity to show local support.
Something special about putting that uniform on.
Absolutely.
I remember when I played Little League ball, I couldn't wait. I'd wait all day to put my uniform on, grab my glove, and just go play some ball. Something magical about that. And it's not as prevalent nowadays, unfortunately, as it was back when I was a kid. But we have 4 young men in the studio right now who love playing baseball, and I'd love to talk to them for a bit. We'll start with you, Andre. What do you love the most about playing baseball?
Probably you have a lot of fun playing, and you get to make new friends and meet new people.
Do you have a favorite position?
Probably shortstop.
Julian, you're next. What do you love about baseball?
I like that you get to meet other people from your team or the other team that has same interests as you or are good at the same position as you.
Yeah, even though they're your opponent on the field, you can still be friends.
Yes.
Right? Pretty easy to do that when you're out there playing with a lot of kids your own age with the same interests and stuff. You get to make new friends, which is pretty cool. Trevor, when did you start playing baseball?
I started playing baseball when I was 4 years old.
What do you like most about the game?
I like how that you get to play like every position at least probably once when you play a season.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that, like Andre said, you can make new friends and stuff like that.
And what's your favorite position, Trevor?
First base or pitcher.
Oh, so you like to be right in the middle of the action, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about pitching?
Oh, striking people out.
Of course it is. And Reese, how long have you been playing baseball?
Been playing for about 5 or 6 years now.
And what's your favorite position?
Pitcher or catcher.
Pitcher and catcher.
Yeah.
Do you watch Red Sox games
Yeah.
at home? You like the Sox?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You can stay. It's fine. We're not going to throw you out. You believe I had a couple of weeks ago, we had some business owners in here that were Yankees fans.
Ooh.
And we had to cut the interview short. I'm like, that's all the time I have for you guys. I'm sorry. Andre, do you play any other sports outside of baseball?
I play basketball, soccer, I do track.
A little bit of everything. Julian, how about you?
I play a lot of the same, the exact same sports as him because we are brothers and we try to keep competitions in between each other to see who's better at what sport.
I'm going to refrain from asking who's better at what. We're just going to move along.
Yeah.
Julian, do you have a favorite sport outside of baseball?
Soccer.
Yeah, right on. And Trevor?
I play soccer. That's really it other than baseball. I play soccer for St. Dom's.
Oh, cool. Have you tried any other sports and you just gravitate towards soccer and baseball?
Yeah, I've played hockey, but I just didn't think it was my thing.
I've always wanted to play hockey, but I can't skate, and I heard that's a requirement for hockey. So it never worked out for me.
Hockey.
Yeah. And Reese, have you tried any other sports?
Yeah, I play St. Dom's soccer and baseball. That's about it.
Yeah.
I used to play football, but I don't play anymore. I snowboard too and ski.
Oh, very cool. At Lost Valley?
Yeah.
Do the kids call it shredding nowadays? They still...
I don't know.
Back when I was Younger. They called it shredding when you were on a snowboard. I don't know. I like to keep up with the times, you know? What do they call it now when you do like a big trick? Is it sick? Is it fly?
I don't really know.
You don't know? Okay, I'm just trying to be cool over here. It's not working out, Allison.
It's the effort that counts.
It's the effort. Thank you. I appreciate it. Can we free up a microphone for Chad?
Hello.
All right. We're talking to Chad Guimon, who is the purchasing agent and equipment manager for Lewiston Baseball. That's a hefty title, Chad.
I know.
What's it entail?
All right, so I, as Allison said earlier, I'm working on the jerseys to kind of make them look good and do a little bit more design to them this year. So when we get sponsorships, I'd like to kind of tailor them a little bit more toward the sponsorship. So we're trying to get those in early as possible so we can start working on those designs so we can get those purchased.
Awesome.
And then all the other stuff that comes with it. Do we need more equipment? Do we need more catcher's gear, baseballs, those kinds of things? So.
And the funding for all that comes from sponsors, I'm assuming.
All
every
of it.
bit of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Chad, what are you feeling as a dad when you see Trevor out on the field?
So this goes way back to when he was starting. I've coached him since he was 4. So I've been on the field ever since with him. And my dad actually coached me as a kid. And then he is also an assistant coach. So it's like full circle kind of thing. And, it's just great seeing him out there and for the game that I used to love to play too.
Yeah. It's great to pass that along to your kids, especially nowadays. And I know I said this before, but it's increasingly harder to get kids outside and get them active and playing sports. So it's I love what you guys are doing. And Allison, I'll pose the same question to you. When Andre and Julian are on the field, you're beaming right now as I'm asking the question. What does it make you feel when you see them out there?
Yeah, I'm just so proud to see them out being good teammates. And I think, more than anything, win or lose, that's what the game is about at this age. It's having fun, being compassionate to each other, supporting each other. And, one thing we've been blessed to have Coach Chad as a coach for both of the boys for a few seasons. And, one of the things that we've talked about is just that, watching them grow, not only as athletes, but as people and their coachability, their friendships. It makes me very proud. So one of the exciting things that we're working on this season is revamping our complex, and we were able to have some major work done on one of our fields last fall and put quite a bit of investment into it. So we currently will have a dual kind of majors and minors field. So we're able to move the bases and the pitching mound. So 4660 and 5070 for those of you who know what that means. But we're looking forward to having kind of an advanced program this year where some kids get to really, kind of refine their skills and work that into middle school and high school sports as well. So we have one more field that currently is out of use, and we need about $50,000 to get that up and running. Also working on a new parking lot. Those of you that have been over to Elliott know it's a bit cramped, and we just make everyone fit because we want everyone to be able to see the game and support their kids and the community. But looking at putting a new parking lot that will adequately park about 100 cars, and I know our neighbors in that neighborhood are really going to appreciate that as well. But seeking some large sponsorships for that. We're open to car dealerships or anyone else that would be interested in sponsoring a whole parking lot. We promise we'll make it exciting. We also have some ditching work if anyone wants to sponsor that.
All right.
Happy to put some signs up or anything. But really looking for some big capital improvements this year and hoping to do that with the community's support. Like you said, getting kids out these days is not the easiest thing, but the few months that we do get baseball season here in Maine, we've got kids that are just, chomping at the bit to get out there. And we want to have fields that really we can get there as soon as possible. Drainage is always a concern, and then stay as late as possible too. We did run a program into the summer last year that, goodness, what do we call it? Sandlot summer. And we had kids come down that had never played before. Just anybody in the community was welcome to come down. It was a $5 donation if they had it. If not, totally fine. We, threw hot dogs and burgers on the grill here and there and just played until the sunset. So, great opportunity to support and get kids off some video games and out there in real life moving actual muscles besides their thumbs.
And where can folks go to learn more about Lewiston Baseball?
That's a great question. You can find us on Facebook. Currently, we're listed as a page, Lewiston Cal Ripken Baseball. There is a Lewiston, Idaho as well, so be on the lookout not to register your child in Idaho. We do have a couple registrations every year from Idaho and then have to process some refunds. But just keep in mind, we're Lewiston, Maine, and most information can be found on our website. It's lewistonbaseball.com.
Just for a goof, do you ever get an application from Idaho and go, "Hey, we got you all signed up, but travel is going to be a bear"?
That has been my response. I said we would love to have you and your family as part of Lewiston Baseball, but the round trip, airplane ticket 3 times a week might be a little excessive. So. It's a lovely time of year to visit, though.
That's right.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
Before we let you get out of here, we like to close the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions, where we're going to ask you guys questions that have nothing to do with baseball. We'll start with Allison and Chad, so you guys get to think a little bit. All right, question number 1. Allison, what was your favorite childhood toy growing up?
Oh, my kid.
Chad's having an issue with this one.
My kids are going to laugh because we actually still have it. Their papa, my dad, dug it out of the shed and brought it, and they are terrified. It was a Furby. A Furby was the go-to thing back in the early 90s.
That was high tech back then.
Oh,
too.
yes.
Because the Furbies, you guys won't believe this, but this stuffed animal would actually blink its eyes. It was crazy. Yeah, you've never seen anything like it, I swear. It was insane.
It's a little creepy, but it was fun when you were a kid.
All right, Chad.
Is it the same question?
Same question.
Oh, man.
We're going around the room.
And I had time to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's funny because I don't really know, but when we're talking about it and I hear Furby, something comes to mind. And it was the stupidest little thing, but it was like that little Gigapet thing. Yeah. Is that what they were called? Tamagotchi pet or something.
I remember those.
They were the little electronic things and you'd feed them. Yeah.
Had to
I
keep
think,
it alive.
That's what comes to mind. And I don't know why, but.
Hey, if that was your thing, that was your thing.
Yeah.
All right. Andre, favorite childhood toy?
It's like a little monkey. I've had it since I was probably just born, maybe. And I still have it now.
Awesome. Does he have a name?
Yeah. Mr. Monkey.
Mr. Monkey. Very formal. I like it. All right. Julian, what was your favorite toy growing up?
I had these big plastic dinosaurs, and I used to make draw on cardboard, and I would make scenes of them destroying the little plastic warriors that I had. And I used to take videos stop motion on my iPad.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. My son used to do the same thing. He'd steal my camera.
I do it with my
to do his stop motion videos. I love it. Trevor, what was your favorite childhood toy?
My favorite toy was probably my Hot Wheels. I played with those a lot and Legos.
Yeah.
When I was around 5, I had this this big cargo ship Lego, and then it holded the other Legos.
Too cool. I can play with Legos all day long. And Reese.
Probably the WWE wrestlers. Got those from my grandparents. I played with those all the time.
Did any of them get eaten by Julian's dinosaurs?
No.
No? Oh, that's good. All right, just checking. All right, you guys did a great job on question 1. Question 2, and we'll go in the reverse direction this time. We'll start with Reese. Reese, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably chicken tenders and fries.
Classic. All right, Trevor?
My food would probably be steak.
How do you like it cooked, Trevor?
Grilled, like medium or medium well, yeah.
All right. Julian?
Apples, because they have like juice, so that kind of counts as like water, and then it tastes good too.
And vitamins.
Do you like all things apple, like apple pie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had apple pie yesterday at my great-great-grandmother's.
All right. And Andre?
French fries.
How do you like them? Crinkly, thick cut, thin cut?
Waffle.
What are we talking? Waffle? Sweet potato. Have you ever tried sweet potato fries?
Yeah, I don't really like them though.
No. Okay. All right, Chad. You've had all kinds of time to think.
I know, all kinds of time. I think I'm gonna go with Trevor on this one and say steak again.
All right.
Steak is awesome. I would go medium rare.
Yep.
But on
Okay.
mine.
You're a steak kind of family.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, Allison.
Big fan of mangoes. I think
Mangoes.
you can do a lot with mangoes.
Okay.
So I'd stick with the mangoes.
All right. Oh, this is a fun one, especially for baseball players. And we'll start with Andre. You know how, like, when you go to a professional game, when the guys are walking up to the plate, they have a song playing? What would be your walk-up song? Do you want some time to think on that one, Andre? All right, Reese, you got one in mind?
Yeah, probably Superhero by Metro Boomin.
Oh,
He was
I've
ready.
never heard of it, but I'm sure it's awesome.
I'll have to play it today.
All right, I'm going to have to look it up. All right, Trevor, what would your song be? Or, Trevor, would you rather it just be silent and build suspense as you're approaching the plate? And people go, wow, this guy, he's intense. Do you want to think about it some more?
Yeah.
Okay. Julian, do you got one?
I don't remember the name of it, but I remember when like Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, yeah. That is the name of it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's in the Rocky movie.
That one then, yeah.
Right.
Perfect.
Julian is speaking my language. He's talking 80s over here. I love it. Andre?
I would do like the Minions one, Happy.
Oh, that's very
That's a
cool.
good one.
Yep. All right. Trevor, you got some coaching from Dad. What do you got?
Not Like Us. Kendrick Lamar.
All right. Oh, these guys, great taste in music. All right, Chad, let's go back to your glory days.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like all kinds of music. I should have went with something like old school, but how about All I Do Is Win by DJ Khaled?
Oh, getting their
Yeah,
heads, right?
that's right.
That's right. I
right.
like it. Allison, what are you thinking?
I am not that confident, so I'm going to go with Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. So,
That one always gets the crowd
There we
going,
go.
too.
I'm surprised someone didn't say Pink Pony Club.
Oh.
'cause, you know, that's pretty popular.
You know who does say that? Are the Maine Nordiques.
Yes.
We interview Maine Nordiques players every Wednesday, and that song has been brought up a handful of times with different guests.
It's a banger.
Yep, they do love it. Can't thank you enough for joining us this morning, and best of luck getting some sponsorships and getting those kids out there playing some ball. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat. And I will say I have bitten my cat.